Cooking Companions. Silence is leading this one.
Woo! Woo!
We got Povey, Muffin, and Silence.
Povey Zaban is here.
Yes.
Oh, it's whispering!
And are all
I
voicing
told you.
vegetables.
The voices, they spoke to me! Yay! Wait.
I had background music
Yay.
playing. Oh yeah, there's whispers.
Are you guys ready?
I like it when they whisper in my ear. Oh yeah, I can hear them.
Oh my god, that was loud.
You guys,
Okay.
this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to
Alright,
continue?
well, see you guys.
I always knew it.
Oh god, Sayori's gonna hang herself again.
Dibs on Gregor.
Alright.
Go for it.
Ah,
Oh.
Gotta work out a voice now. Hey. Let's see. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything.
Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace.
I can't wait to.
What? Hello?
Oh, it was a sneeze.
I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust.
Okay, you guys have to decide. Because I'm the protagonist.
Get those allergies under control, Maria.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine.
So, are you volunteering to clean, Gregor?
Fuck no, bye. Oh, hey, no.
And not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay?
Leave that to me, little guy.
I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to dust.
Hey.
Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down.
Thanks, Anatoly.
I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here.
They're the main protagonist, right? They're not here yet?
I'm trying to remember if the main protagonist actually speaks or not.
I don't
Oh.
think the main protag speaks.
Not at all?
I don't know. We'll see.
You guys
I
think
don't-
I know anything about this game?
Yes.
I don't know. I was told you brought this one up.
I did not. Paul
No, I
messaged
did.
me.
I did. I asked Silence about the monster prompt. She said she beat it, so then I recommended
Oh.
this. And,
Well, I guess I
Dead
can
by
be
Daylight.
Karen then.
Karen.
You're Karen.
Yeah.
Karen too. Oh.
Wrapping it up is fun, and Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands.
I think the slime molds will be the most delicious.
Most certainly not.
What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly?
I could figure that out.
Sacrifice your pet.
You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here.
Eek.
Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around.
They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them.
Okay.
Number 1 is...
Kick them in the balls.
Anatoly!
Oh, yeah, sorry, Maria. Got carried away again.
I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals.
If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought.
You mean the emergency rations? bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Maria are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. So that makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod.
Very excited to try your cooking.
All right, everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Wink.
Also, hi, Dobby.
Hello, Dobby.
Maria.
Hi, Dobby.
Anatoly. Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial to save the game. Right click or hit the escape button on your keyboard. Wow. Move,
Wow.
cat.
No, cat.
I kind of
Cool.
got freaked
Maybe
out.
the
I thought
kitty
you
wants
were-
some milk.
No.
I thought you were talking about the cat on my screen. I was like, how do you know the cat's on my table?
All right, who gets to
Freaked
rent
me out.
Dobby next week, though?
Are we renting him out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
His sister says thanks for letting her take him for a week.
Let's rent him out to Newts.
We're buying Dobby? What? We're paying for Dobby, I mean?
Well,
Huh?
You said we rented him, so I'm assuming we bought him.
no,
So you're-
we still haven't paid him off entirely.
Okay, still on that loan. Got it.
Yeah.
But that's what we're renting. You guys are renting him out for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
eventually gonna pay it off.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And by
Do
it,
you-
I mean him.
Yeah. Do you have any experience making meals? What are you doing? Sorry, my cat is trying to get at the catnip.
Once that
Oh,
throws
can you
up-
put the cat on the mic?
Yo, let the cat have a read. God.
No!
Have the-
Disaster!
Have the cat be the narrator and read.
The
I
cat's,
think that would be miserable for everyone involved.
the cat's just gonna be like, "Can I get some Meowk?"
Do I have any experience, guys?
Do you?
No.
I know how
I
much
got a little
XP you
bit.
got.
Yeah. You know.
Silence.
Probably not. This is a horrible answer. I'm just gonna say nothing. Da. If you're a mute, you can tell me now. That's.
What?
Are you a mute?
Yeah.
Just don't speak at all
Just
ever.
stare at him the entire time.
Or
Just messing with you. Let me know if you need help chopping anything. I'm great with a knife.
oh god.
You think you impressed Karen, huh? You're pretty sure she'll remember that.
Karen's gonna remember that. Uh-oh.
Oh,
fight!
shit!
Oh,
Yo,
Oh.
who you trying to fuck?
I saw hearts and my heart rate dropped. I thought we were gonna be in a boss.
Boss fight right away.
Yeah.
Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. What did I do to make her like me?
You,
Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit.
You got that Riz.
I guess.
just for being silent.
Yeah. My specialty.
She likes.
The poet-
She likes when you're seen, not heard.
Mm.
Yeah.
The
You decide to
silent
look
pro
around-
tag with all
Oh.
the riz.
Oh, yes. I agree.
Yeah.
You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. You'll never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Check the cupboard underneath the sink. I found a dead mouse! This would be a great gift to give to Karen. You added the dead mouse to your inventory.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
Oh, sorry, I was supposed to read that. There's nothing but cobwebs behind here. Thankfully, no spiders.
We lost the dead mouse.
No.
You notice the letter L engraved on the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. No, I want the mouse back. Give me the mouse back.
Why did you lose our mouse?
I didn't mean to.
Oh.
Look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce.
Oh, let's go.
The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during the snowfall. Why do I know this? You reconsider your views on Norway spruce. It's less dense. It won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. The supplies aren't anywhere near here.
But are they stacked with the bark up or down?
I don't. They're right here. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Take one. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You check the drawer above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Ah!
It's cabbage!
It's time!
Oh.
Trumpets, sound off!
Never fear, Onion is here.
Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Always merry raspberry! Potato?
Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping.
We're the Chompettes. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Yeah, the fuck, cat? Come, chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook.
We'll share with you our secret Chompet recipes.
Oh, God. Oh, saliva.
Yes.
Collect all to become a 5-star chef.
You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game.
To celebrate, here's your first recipe. Roasted eggplant with a sesame and pomegranate, meat-free.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Dun, 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 dun,
Eggplant,
dun, dun,
sesame,
dun.
and pomegranate.
Yep.
If you want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes, let's move out.
Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state, but only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes.
Wow.
The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect! You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. I feel like I'm reading this really fast.
You're fine.
Good.
We're back. Oh my god.
Povey is dying tonight.
Yeah. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need.
We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty.
Anatoly's bearing the lead. We saw a red deer.
Maria spotted it.
Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer.
That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here.
160.
Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something.
No.
Shit.
Almost all of them were near the couch.
I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
That's where 16 of them were.
I am not sleeping on that couch then.
And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. So I'll sleep in the rocking chair.
How sweet.
That sounds actually awful.
Yes. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch.
Thanks, Gregor.
Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom.
What about me?
Thanks, big guy.
Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard.
Yumber yard.
Lumber.
Yumber lord.
Younger-
Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Ah! This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew.
Woo!
Look at that cracked bowl.
Hell yeah.
You set the table and ask everyone to dig in.
Yo, Karen's got a crazy braid going.
No
Kinda
kidding.
weird.
That's what I've been looking at. Oh, wow. This smells delicious. Thank you.
You must be a wonderful world-class chef.
Karen takes a bite. What the fuck are you doing?
Drugs.
It's bland as hell.
Karen?
Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic.
Could possibly use some meat next time.
Gross.
For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam.
Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing.
Is that polite ribbon?
No. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This
Fuck
could
you,
very
Karen.
well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed.
I wish I
I'm
could go to
assuming
bed
I'm sleeping
stuff.
on the couch.
It's day 0, yo. It's day I.
Day 1.
Oh, it's day I.
Hey there, you up? Wake up. Time to wake up.
Ah, you're awake.
Trying to cross the border,
wait.
dude.
Wake
Hey.
up. It's time to go to sleep. How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night. I didn't even need a blanket.
In the rocking chair.
Oh, God, that's so uncomfortable.
What time is it?
It's Morbin time.
Huh?
About About 1 hour until dawn.
Will you two pipe down? I am trying to sleep over here.
Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet.
We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get a head start on the gathering food.
I honestly can't see the trees outside right now.
Gregor? Did you see any spiders last night?
There was a small one in the bathroom.
Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale.
Karen's messing with you, Maria. Let's find out. Sorry, the cat just jumped at my face. Let's find more than wild sorrel today.
Sure.
Sorrel
Sorrel.
today. Sorrel.
Gah.
If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout.
What's with you and meat, big guy?
Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not into meat.
Fish isn't meat.
It's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing.
Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor.
You're a waste of time.
I was already laughing. What
I
more do
couldn't
you
hear
want?
it.
Oh shit. Find some blackthorn berries.
I love blackthorn berries.
Ha ha. We'll be back later. You can watch our stuff today. Watch our stuff today.
You nod.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Don't steal anything, okay? You nod.
Steal everything.
Maria, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompets to keep you company.
Time to hit the drugs.
Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to
Choose
check out
wisely.
today?
You know, it takes a whole day to check out just like a...
Yeah, you walk into a room and you just get like a montage of the time passing.
Literally only just took one step.
Explore a
Straight
room.
into the basement, I think.
Yeah.
Straight
No,
to
it's locked.
Not for long.
Sorry, I'm so bad at reading. You wait for the others to return. We're back.
Literally just stared at the basement door for eight.
Yeah.
Literally from dawn till dusk.
Knock it off, Maria.
It's pretty scared to be. It's pretty rare to be scared of one.
It's not.
Who knew the big eye would be so scared of?
Shut up. You don't understand.
I don't think anyone understands Gregor. I was just a marmot. It was just a marmot?
Yeah.
Marmot? Gregor? Not a monster. Maria laughed so hard that your ears ring.
What? Oh, Jesus.
It's so loud that it's muffled.
Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks.
I'll make the sound of tears rolling down your cheeks.
She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right?
Oh my god! You-
Reasonable.
Just die.
Then perish.
You don't get it. It's pretty personal.
Then please explain, big guy.
Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Let's leave him alone. We found we found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin.
Your father smelled of quite the selection of berries.
We also found more wild sorrel.
What the fuck is wild sorrel, anyways?
Is this gonna be
think it's
enough
just
for
a-
a... Isn't it just a mushroom?
Is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's just a mushroom.
Let me know what it is.
It's a mushroom, because it's in...
Okay. What's
Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all the available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after. It won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Wow! You cooked cabbage rolls!
Wow.
Maria looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite.
Also, real quick, sorrel is an herb that tastes either lemony or sharp apple taste.
Oh,
And it's a plant.
Yeah, it's literally just leaves. It's an herb.
probably. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm. That's pretty darn good.
Oh, wow. I could eat the whole batch myself.
I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is.
The sauce is pretty red.
It's blood.
Did you use fresh tomatoes for it?
It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later.
Incredible! It's definitely growing on me.
Sorry, I was just. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special.
Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do.
Wow.
How nice.
The wood bowls and skillet.
Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day.
Yo, catch us net
I've
stream.
wasted our first day.
Catch us net stream when we cook these dishes in real life.
Uh-oh.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
no.
You don't want cabbage
I
rolls?
mean, they are giving us practically the recipes.
I know.
And I'll give you the recipe. The recipe. Oh, that fuck. Good morning, everyone. Keep forgetting mine's green. Not.
Again, Gregor?
Can't you let us sleep in?
No sleep for the wicked. No, not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some before it begins to downpour.
Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while.
Shut the fuck, Karen. Oh, enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner.
He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today.
Okay, real quick, that picture in the background is even of a storm. Was that a different picture yesterday, or was that conveniently a storm for
No,
today?
it was the same.
Been the
Was it
same,
actually?
always
You're
been.
not
Yes.
gaslamping?
No, it was the same. Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
gas
I mean,
scorching.
I don't know this game, so I don't know if it's gonna do weird shit like that.
I mean, I don't know. I just remember seeing
Gas lamping.
Okay.
it. Yeah, we're not gas lamping him. It's fine.
I've also been using gas lamping a lot, and it's caught several people just unaware
Oh,
that
well,
that's not a real term.
Why would you use any other? That's the term. Why would you use
It
any other
is,
term?
it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You really think it will flood?
Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters.
Like
I
that
just-
movie.
I just realized that what's on his shoulder? Is that supposed to be a squirrel?
Yeah.
Like
Some kind of rodent.
Wait, didn't they say marmot earlier?
No, that's what Gregor's scared of.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's all. I'm trying to figure out what the that
It
thing's
looks
just
like a
always.
squirrel.
It's like a
And it's
squirrel
like-
with long ears.
Yeah.
And it stays like that with no expression with
It was a
everyone else.
marmot.
It's
Maybe it's like a.
It's a type of ground squirrel.
Is it a marmot?
No, a marmot doesn't have those ears.
it's those
Oh.
things.
Yeah.
It's the marmot, the thing that where it's like it screams like ah.
Yeah. It kind of looks like a groundhog, but not.
Maybe it's a sugar glider.
No.
Interesting.
In
I'm
Eastern
trying to think of other
Europe,
small things.
The stoat.
It's probably
Maybe
a
it's a
squirrel.
stoat.
I wish it was a stoat.
Probably a squirrel.
Maybe it's a rat.
It's a pheasant.
It's
You're
definitely
a
not a
rat.
rat.
That's a rat.
Rat.
Is that a chicken?
Oh, shit.
Look at all those chickens.
Okay, did you read your line?
It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared.
Hmm. You're losing it, Gregor.
Always.
Aaron.
There's nothing to worry about.
I think Gregor's right, Karen.
Woo! Oh,
Huh?
It won't hurt to prepare for the worst.
I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Anatoly. Anatoly.
Yeah, Anatoly.
Anatoly?
Yeah.
You got it right. I'm just imagining your character saying it questionably. Is all.
He only knows him as little guy.
Yeah, little
That's
guy.
why I laughed. Is all.
Let's go out and prepare for the storm.
Dude spilled all my sunflower seeds.
Yo,
For-
you got sunflower seeds?
Yes.
Fucking share.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Maybe we'll get more wild sorrel. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out a route on some paper.
Let me help, little guy. Let me help, little guy.
Tully and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the
Yeah.
map.
They do what?
Sorry, wrong story, wrong story.
Or
God.
maybe it's about to be the right story.
I gotta take massive shit. I need your help, little guy. You got those little hands.
Oh.
Just holding there, like, just standing there, like holding your hand. You got this, big guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Gregor, push.
Maria and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with the certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Who would I like to talk to? Not Karen. I'm tired of speaking this much. Maria is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her.
There's some great books here. Which one is your favorite?
Ooh. Mm.
Is the romantic
Scary
one a
boy.
boy's love? That's the real question.
The romantic one. The crafting one. The scary one.
I mean, you know what I would vote.
I have to be realistic, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I read a few random pages and it seems pretty melodramatic.
Oh, boo.
Why is everyone crying all the time?
You shrug.
Maybe the ending redeems it from what I read. This book is hot garbage.
Damn, Maria. Take it easy.
Sorry.
Maria looks pretty disappointed in your answer.
There are definitely some better books you really could be reading.
Damn.
Now I'll give you my list of recommendations later.
You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting.
Woo!
I'm still imagining
Poggers.
Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly.
Hey, yo.
His little hands got in there.
Ew. So gross.
I swear to God, you say anything about wiggling fingers.
I was leading up to that. I was gonna say, like, come on, little guy. Show him how you wiggled your fingers in there. You and your little wiggly finger.
My fingers are wiggling so fast. It's a terrible bit.
I like it.
Sorry, that joke got topped off for me when Wasp brought up the wiggly. All right.
Yo, topped off.
Hey. Can you cook something while we're out?
We don't have any food, dipshit.
You have water.
You nod.
Yeah, like, thank you. All right, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. 1, 2, 4, what do we...
The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Sound like it's coming from the kitchen. I don't want to be in the kitchen today. Huh?
Oh my God.
Radio? What's going on with that radio?
I was gonna jokingly say that. That's straight up a line from Silent Hill 1.
What one?
Radio. What's going on with that radio? I was
Oh.
gonna jokingly say that because that's a line from Silent Hill 1 and they just did it.
Oh,
Yes, Silent Hill. I know that
Oh,
one.
yes. I'm sorry, I'm a big Silent Hill fan. Big?
Pyramid Head, am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That Paradusty.
Mm.
A lot of stuff about dads or something.
Daddies.
Mm.
You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out?
let's go to the basement again.
No.
I really like this door.
Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. What do you
Good,
mean I
good.
can't explore?
You just stood there staring at Karen's bed the whole time.
It's so weird. Maria's back early today.
Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries. But nothing that'll feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food even with rationing to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here.
Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management.
So real. You tried cooking with a little less this evening.
You nod.
Thank you. You've done a great job with meals so
What is
far.
that face?
You're
I
very
like it.
sweet.
Is Maria blushing a little bit? Maria will remember that. I didn't do shit.
Yeah, like what was she gonna remember? That you are bad with inventory management?
Yeah, Silence.
Our
Why didn't you
relationship's
manage the
stronger.
inventory better?
I'm sorry.
Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. Wink.
You nod.
Looking forward to it. Dot dot dot. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday.
Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin.
Ahem.
Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm not smiling for you, Gregor.
Eek. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning.
So, we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow?
Hey, I got a sailor's delight down at the
That's
bar last night.
That's awesome.
You're such an optimist, big guy. You must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains.
That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria? I'd recognize that sound from anywhere.
D.
I think you cut out, Bex.
Did
All
it?
I heard was T.
D.
Guilty.
Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs. The group laughs at her honesty.
Maria.
Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I?
Drugs. Dust?
Try again, big guy.
Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up.
Oh, I got it! Is it hunger?
Correct. Yeah, I was going to guess that.
So, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
Bread and jam. Jam and bread. Or bread and jam.
Hmm.
You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread.
Oh,
Wow,
The crusty bread.
you cooked raspberry jam and bread.
real
Woohoo,
quick.
that
This is very
is
cryptic. Dobby says he did the thing you wanted him to do, Povey.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyways.
Good. The bread's a little tough.
Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry.
No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks.
Maria.
Whoa.
Everybody laughs.
Ha.
You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep.
How did you fuck up the bread that badly?
I didn't do shit.
You didn't let it proof enough.
Also, we working on the bread all day. 'Cause bread doesn't just like happen.
No, I was standing in the bedroom.
Right.
Oh, that's what went wrong.
Why
You go to bed
stand-
wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak in your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters, but it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. You gaze up at the sky. You feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Whoop,
What the fuck?
that was me. Sorry, guys.
Subliminal
Didn't mean to turn my
messages.
camera on quick.
Oh yeah, just a brief glance
Day
into
three.
the void.
Yes.
Just a dream, right?
Flashbang. Wake up! Wake up.
Wake up.
Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep.
Oh, what's going on, Gregor?
We're out of
Did the lightning wake you up?
And woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud.
Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed.
Hell
Dude literally said he couldn't go back to sleep.
yeah.
Except for you.
Oh.
You can't fall back to sleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Da 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 da. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. Da 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 da. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. A ghost!
I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters.
Oh.
Sorry. I thought I heard someone at the door. And that was just Domino.
It was me.
Looks like sailors taking. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today.
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow.
Hmm. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen.
Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him.
He's also good at chopping wood, though.
Oh my god, they're so in love.
Knock it off, you two. Domino. Maria, do you think I'll clear it? Do you think he'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow.
Based on what?
I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room.
You ever been bored stiff?
Yes, actually.
Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it?
Couldn't make it past the cover.
Is that right?
Yes.
That bookshop has some great books on arts and crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust?
Fun noise.
How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow?
It's easy. You take the time of year and multiply it by a factor of...
Maria begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down.
Similar to mu, x mu, that's a lot of mu's, honestly. M
Mu,
where... where...
Milk.
You need to understand...
Minutes of explanation feels like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Maria. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Maria finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd.
Maria, that was awe-inspiring.
You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay.
I didn't understand a word of it. Wait.
Gah.
Anatoly turns to you.
Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions.
I believe in you.
Me too.
It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam.
I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread.
Everyone laughs. Except for you.
Why aren't you laughing?
With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Oh, Chumpets!
I mean,
Can I chop you up?
If this is fresh made bread, that shit's gonna be hard as a rock after like a day or two.
I don't think it is.
What if it
You
was
get
bread
out
that
some
was less
crusty bread and get to work on making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes.
Just ignored them for like 3 days.
Wait.
Hello! Don't worry. As leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell him about us.
Hmm.
Are your plans going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Ha 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 ha.
One that's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced?
You tell her no.
Raspberry milkshake.
You let out an audible groan.
I like that one. Did cornbread teach you that one?
Nope, it wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun.
Hmm.
Ha ha ha. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette comedy competition this year. Of course.
Well, I'm here.
I won't choke on stage this year.
Scary. Isn't that every year bread?
We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year.
Hmm.
Anyways, don't even think about eating us if you're hungry.
Chompettes stick together through thick and thin.
Rain or shine. Rain or shine.
Feast and famine.
Mm.
Famine. Potato. Potato, swear to God. Repeat the line or we're locking you up again.
Mm. Life or death.
Right. Chompettes, move out.
Wow, that was so informative. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bed and into the living room. Karen interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. ...
Here I am in the room.
Karen is right.
What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us?
Wait. We can throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning?
I'm, no scientist. Sorry.
Sorry there, bud.
Sorry.
Well, let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day.
Sorry.
I
Bless you.
almost read that.
I was yawning.
Same thing.
Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Huh?
What?
What?
Wait, hold on. When was this game made?
A few years ago.
Okay. When did the Russian and Ukraine thing
Huh?
happen?
Like
A few years ago.
Oh
after
no!
this. After this.
Wait.
I mean, if you want context, this is not taking place in modern day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, was this game literally based on this?
No.
What?
Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance.
Anatoly, where are you getting that information from?
One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here.
You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie.
Eh,
Sorry. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying.
I'm serious. He pretends to read those books just because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it.
What do you think?
Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct.
Ooh.
what do you think?
Ooh.
Is Anatoly illiterate?
Is that
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes. He's a big faker.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You're funny.
I...
Keep pretending with those books, Anatoly.
Brutal, Karen.
Fatality.
I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly.
Mm,
Let me know if you want it, small fry.
Karen,
Karen smiles at you.
I guess let's call it a day.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure.
And now Anatoly has to go sleep in a room with Karen.
Oh man.
Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. Get out of here. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. But what if it was just me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed.
Oh.
You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that. Tom is... Wow.
You got this.
No. Anatomization
There we go.
book
Right.
on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay.
I don't know, you seem pretty busy staring off into the room
Yeah.
all day.
Karen walks away looking very happy. You are definitely sure Karen will remember that. Guys, I didn't...
You did it.
I'm just trying
Damn,
to be
you trying to
truthful.
fuck Karen?
No.
You're a
I
Karen
don't want to have to
stan?
go through that scene. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry.
What do you mean? Like, 1/5 of 2 slices of bread isn't enough for an entire day?
You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
And that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Incredible.
Impressive. Yeah.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
Mm.
No. No.
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
Should have packed enough.
Ahem.
Oh man, he just got Thanos.
Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself.
Big guy, I don't feel so good.
Stay with me, bud. Stay with me.
Ah.
No.
So passive aggressive of him.
Oh no.
Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Maria in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to?
And it's
Well,
always there to help you
Karen,
if you need.
apparently.
No! I want to speak to Gregor.
Oh, Gregor.
Well, he's already taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know that for sure.
Hey, hey.
But his wiggly fingers.
Oh, I just spat. There are plenty of blankets around, but I never need one. I generate enough heat for the entire cabin. Most of these blankets are pretty thick and heavy. One's mostly used for winter. Why are these out during the summer?
Shrug. You shrug.
To be honest, I'm feeling a little guilty about eating all of that food the first couple days. This should be over soon enough, right?
You nod in agreement.
Great. Thanks again for everything.
Gregor will remember that.
I will
remember Yes! this.
Yo, you
Someone else.
You trying to steal Gregor?
Yeah. Anything but Karen. You leave Gregor to go mill around the cabin for a while. Everyone looks pretty down this evening.
I wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare.
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
You are, too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed.
Hey,
Alright.
say what you will about Anatoly. At least he's not taking a lot of food resources,
Yeah.
even if he is illiterate.
You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns into courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Your camera.
Silence jump scare.
Day 5. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms and legs. Maria looks petrified.
I couldn't sleep.
Anatoly has bags under his eyes.
The storm is too loud.
Karen looks out of it.
Oh, Jesus.
The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt.
I got a good look out the window.
And
Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Oh, he changed. Oh, he's happy now.
Yeah. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end?
I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I couldn't read it, so I threw it away.
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor.
You were running after
Huh?
Gregor.
I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha 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 ha.
Maria and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now?
We'll have to ride out the storm.
Maria looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
The group stares at you.
It will clear up in no time.
Maybe you're right.
The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism and Maria is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today?
Speak with Maria or converse with Gregor.
Converse. Speak.
Gregor seems to be doing fine.
Yeah.
It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it?
You explain to Maria how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they naturally are.
Yeah. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career?
Maria does her best Gregor impression.
Lit firewood and gaze at the stars.
How boring is that?
Depends on the person, but pretty boring.
You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me.
Maria blushes a little.
You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you.
You're pretty sure Maria will remember that.
Yo, cheating on Karen?
Fuck Karen, man.
Yeah,
You think
that's
we're
her
in leave
plan.
the bedroom? Oh, we're in the bedroom?
Hey, yo.
What's that in the background?
Well, the bathroom was taken.
You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you.
There.
They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. They haven't had food for 1 day. They're acting like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it
And
is,
they
isn't
totally
it?
chews it cautiously. Well, but they don't know that yet.
I mean, I don't either.
Opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Maria nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor? Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry.
Yeah.
It was gone in an instant.
They're
Of
acting
course
like,
it's gonna be the end of the world for the muffin.
They're
What do you
acting
think is
like
gonna
they're-
happen?
Like they're not gonna live like they could live like a month without food, realistically.
The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving.
It's been...
Did I not get a piece of bread?
No, you got
No.
a piece, but like a fifth of a slice of bread isn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'd be starving. Be
But
pretty hungry.
you went like a whole day without eating anything.
I have done that before.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped. Oh my god, guys, it stopped. No, I was kidding. It's still flooding.
Mm,
What are we going to do?
Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern.
Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it will rain that long?
Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon?
Eh.
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. We should probably cross
Yeah.
toes, too. Yeah.
Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive.
I mean, Maria's face always looks like that. I swear, at least it does.
Yeah. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Maria in the kitchen or Anatoly in the living room? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you doomed everyone.
Oh, yeah, Bomfoos, no problem. We can start over since you missed it. Right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
shucks.
Yeah, hold on. We're not that far in. It's all right.
Yeah, we can just restart. What, you're talking to me?
Well, I feel like you haven't gotten a lot.
But what about Maria?
I know. Anatoly's still paging through the book.
Upside
Trying
Hey.
to read it.
You really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking?
The book is upside down.
The book is upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Oh my God,
really
it is.
hungry.
I'm sorry. I'm not listening to someone who's reading a book upside down.
He definitely did not make it give himself any benefits by doing that. Apology accepted. Who could have predicted this much rain? You're sweet as a pound cake. Thank you.
You.
You'll have to teach me that vegetable stew recipe when all of this is over.
You're sure Anatoly will remember that?
Kawaii desu. Sugoi. I mean
So
it
I heard
upside
you can
down.
wiggle your fingers.
They actually read the books upside down in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving
This book-
myself a disadvantage.
This book is a great distraction.
Dot dot dot.
Very well written.
Dot dot dot. Oh. You get the hit and leave Anatoly to himself. Guys.
I don't think any of us can take this much longer.
Gregor's voice starts to crack.
I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food.
Dot dot dot. Everyone is silent.
Well, I'll go.
Maria?
I used to swim all the time near my house. So I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
No. Let me go instead.
Okay. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses. Anatoly.
God. You're blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but
Little guy. Let me go.
Gregor,
Let me go.
I...
Sounds good to me.
Shut up, Karen!
Aaron!
His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably have the best at climbing trees out of all of us.
No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help.
Graber grabs... Graber? Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements.
Since we can't come to a consensus,
Good job.
let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside to search for food.
Hmm. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karen? Will it be
Looks like I got the shortest.
Maria.
Maria.
It's okay.
Maria.
Whoa.
I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I don't know what to look out for.
Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area.
Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken.
It's just a storm, guys.
Bunch of
Karen?
days.
Anatoly? Gregor? I'll keep us alive.
Okay.
I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Maria leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening.
Goodbye.
Maria. I don't remember anything since Eggman woke me up.
The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence.
It's silence.
Maria has left the cabin.
Maria.
I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone
Nodders.
stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulder, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guests look behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them as you trample through a field of wheat. The guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch a glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat.
Ah, jeez.
God damn it.
Flashbang.
You gotta fix your webcam.
Yeah.
I know, I don't know why it's doing this.
Can you imagine the smell of vomit on hot coals?
Disgusting.
Yes, I can. Good morning.
Da-da-da.
Do you think she made it to higher ground?
I believe in Maria.
Hmm. Me too.
She'll be fine. Right, little guy?
So what do we do now? Just wait?
Karen,
How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her.
We need to wait, Karen.
Wait for what?
The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now.
So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Oh!
Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much.
I'm... Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Maria will make it back. She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today?
Speak with Anatoly. Talk with Karen. Chat with Gregor. Chat, that's you.
Oh, he seems fine.
I'm
Gregor seems
perfectly
to be
fine.
coping through knitting.
Aha! I'm knitting. Very. Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. I know it's what Maria would have wanted. Don't you think? Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Maria outside saying something I can't make out. It comes out in gasps, like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear her crying, and I never heard Maria cry. Have you heard Maria at night?
No. Yes.
So it's not only me. Let's keep this as a secret between us, okay? I wouldn't want to frighten the others.
You nod.
Thanks.
Gregor will remember that.
Nodders.
Wow. You leave him to ponder Maria's fate. What a nice protagonist.
I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew.
I'd be fine with the bread and jam.
I'd be fine with just the strawberries.
Nobody else laughs.
I would kill for some vegetables right about now.
You would too.
I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Good night.
Night. Good night. Farewell.
You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse.
As you do.
You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room.
Hmm.
Day 8. Oh. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today?
No. Everyone starves. Oh my god.
You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat.
What?
Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question.
What's that smell? Huh?
Gregor finally gets off the couch.
Where did you?
The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand.
Thank you.
Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes.
This taste is.
Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up.
I was too weak.
Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to?
Speak with Anatoly or talk with Gregor?
I feel like it's important to have
Oh, hey,
one person,
Mary Sue.
right?
Yeah, you get different dialogue,
Hearing
special
music.
dialogue.
Hey. Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potato kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Maria's boundaries. Thank you.
Oh. Gregor is more dense than you gave him credit for.
Huh? If there's extras, slip me some extra meat. Okay?
Gregor will remember that.
We talked in the bedroom. Woo! I'm going to see how Anatoly is doing.
Are you?
Later. Yeah.
You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? You look under both of the beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. You decide to inspect one of the hairs under the bed. It's long and red. Has to be Karen's hair. You inspect another piece of hair. Appears to be black. Anatoly? You find a small box in the corner. That must have been your imagination. There's nothing but hair and dust down here. Better luck next time. Oh. Okay. You notice a bone sticking out.
Oh.
Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. The floorboard looks a little loose. You could probably try to pull it up to see under it. You're far too weak to pull up that floorboard. This floorboard should really be repaired. You wonder if you could repair it yourself. You definitely can't repair this yourself. Nobody is around for miles either. You look a little closer at the hole. Ah, a small sock? Yay! Somebody's foot out there is probably cold. The small sock is worthless. Why did you even pick it up? What? Onion?
Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Oh, yes. We're just playing with some of the toys in this drawer. You're far too old to be playing with any of them.
You're never too old for toys.
Anyways, need to attend a secret trumpet meeting. Smell you later.
Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children toys in it. What's this?
Oh.
June 26, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. You take the bloody newspaper with you. I was gonna do it, but no. I wasn't done! Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. What's up, guys? We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine.
I understand.
I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow more than more today.
No arguments? Perfect.
Perfecto.
Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight.
Get
You
ready
have
for
a
silence.
strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beards and eyes watching you. His beard is watching me?
Yeah.
Nice.
He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. Black stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. God damn it. I've been meaning to shave, guys. It's just...
Dwarf silence.
That's alright.
You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling.
Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything?
The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin.
The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now.
Good morning, big guy.
Will Maria make it back?
This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard it, Gregor?
Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering.
I haven't heard anything like that.
When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right?
Yes. That was cool.
I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast. Right?
I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Maria. It's what she would have wanted.
What's gotten into you, Anatoly?
Anatoly's eyes look at you begging.
Bring us another
Good
slab. Please.
He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it.
I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me.
Mm.
Anatoly?
Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away.
What's taking so long? Boil it faster.
It looks almost done. Patience.
It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating.
I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Maria.
Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now.
Thickens.
Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly?
Yes?
I think tomorrow you should look for Maria. Or forage for plants outside.
I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours.
Gregor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Maria out there.
I think Maria's fine by herself.
He still hasn't accepted what happened yet.
She doesn't need anyone's help.
But we need your help, Anatoly.
That's right, Anatoly. Please help us.
Let me sleep on it. Okay?
No problem, little guy.
Everyone shuffles off to their own rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Maria. Something is approaching.
Oh.
Hey. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Again. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's got a cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You don't answer, Onion.
Please? Don't you trust me?
You shake your head.
Um, got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing!
Who would believe that?
There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in the room? You!
Rude.
It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember.
Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes!
Da da da.
So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous.
It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Please. You don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio.
You have the sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I had to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow.
Interesting.
Drive-by onion.
Drive-by onion. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting your payment in the living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, and then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room.
Nope.
Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment.
A bitch. And then the other
Good
three
morning.
people. Good morning, little guy.
Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? Your decision.
I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night.
So that's what that smell was.
Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision.
Why so quickly?
Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife.
Oh,
The group dispersed. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do?
no. Yeah.
Do I listen to the onion?
You trust me.
It's your
I
choice.
don't. Why are you by the basement, Anatoly? Anatoly looks pale.
Thanks for coming over.
Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. That's it. It's a good conversation.
Woo, you did it.
Oh,
Gregor told me he's heard Maria. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside. But at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know it's in the basement, don't you?
No.
What is in the basement?
do I tell him yes? And then tell him to stay?
Of course you do. How else would you keep us
Anatoly looks like he's going to puke.
Please get away from me.
Anatoly leaves your vicinity. It looks like Anatoly will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting.
Oh, that's sorry. Sorry, I zoned out. I was like staring at the screen, but I was like, brain was not. Like... All right. Anatoly, you okay, little guy?
Hey, get out there.
Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out.
That's so big.
Anatoly, have you made a decision?
Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise.
Thank you, Anatoly.
Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks.
I'll miss you, big guy.
I'll miss you, little guy, and your wiggly fingers.
Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best.
Karen,
Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly.
Did you want to say anything to Anatoly?
You say nothing.
Oh, damn.
Goodbye, Anatoly.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good luck, little guy.
Anatoly has left the cabin.
Onion will remember this.
Hey, I didn't get much of a choice there.
Yeah.
See you soon, little guy.
I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night.
What the fuck is going on?
Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep.
Cat. I didn't tell him the truth.
Gregor is getting choked up.
I didn't tell him. Missing him already.
Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. That's my spot.
No, that was Maria's spot.
No, she didn't want to sleep there because of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm pretty
You
sure she
shut
slept
your
there
eyes
anyways.
quickly.
She
falling
slept
asleep.
there, and he watched
Yeah.
Oh.
her sleep on the
So I
couch.
just stood there and watched them all.
Mm. Probably slept in the basement.
You're right. You hear a scraping from the floor. Ooh.
Found you.
You explain how this isn't a good time right now.
This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood?
Say nothing again.
You're fooling nobody with that act. You've never had hearing loss.
I didn't. What?
Let's go with a non-verbal answer, alright? Protect Gregor at all costs.
Nothing again.
You're fooling nobody with that answer. You never had hearing loss.
Fine. You nod.
It's the yeast you can do, right?
You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense.
On a roll today. I'll see you around.
Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay, should we do another day, or...
Yeah, I was just thinking it is almost 1, and I know you were already tired earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go. We can be done for now.
Well,
Ooh, what's going on?
we'll
I don't know
have
if
to
you
figure
noticed
out
too, there's like 10 pages of
next
save files.
time. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like I get the vibe this is a very branching game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, save at every single decision you make.
Pretty much.
Oh, actually,
I mean, I don't know how much you want me to say about it.
no, like, I'm surprises, please.
Nate Dobby, Nate Bumpfuse, thanks for coming out. Sunny Seattle, all that, YouTube, Twitter. Good night.
YouTube.